Hello everyone, Zane here and welcome to my brand new crafting series from level 1 to 80. Square Enix has dramatically changed crafting since 5.1, and every video that I put out before 5.1 has now become obsolete thanks to these changes. Alright, I will not be adding gathering to this series because crafting in itself is going to take most of its time. So this is just going to be pertaining to crafting from level 1 to 80. There's going to be a lot of information in this video, so if any of this information is confusing to you, you guys need clarification on any specific thing that I said in this video, please put them in the comment section down below, and I will be happy to help you guys out with any questions that you might have on any of the topics that I'm going to be talking about in this video. Alright, so before we even craft in 14, you need to do one prerequisite, and that is do the level 10 class quest in whatever class that you chose when you're making your character. You cannot join any other guild until you have done the level 10 class quest. That is the only prerequisite that you need to do, and there's no other options around that, okay? You can buy a jump potion for story and a jump potion for your job if you like. I think they go for like $25 on the Mog Station if you guys don't want to go to the story and all that. That's basically what I did for my character here. Now, the stuff that I would recommend before doing your crafting is do the main story quest at least to the end of 2.0. The reason for that is a lot of the things that can help you level up your crafters can be unlocked by going through the main story quest. The minimum I would have to say is I think going through up to Stone Vigil. I think that's going to be level 41 dungeon. So after level 41 is basically the least you want to level to, because after level 41, after Stone Vigil, you can unlock the Beast Tribes, which includes the Crafting Beast Tribe. Alright, but I still recommend at least doing the main story up to level 50. That way you'll have a level 50 battle job in which you can use to gather mob drops for crafting, such as Leatherworker, who needs monster drops to level up. Other thing the main story quest will help you unlock is your retainer, which you can use to get materials, also sell to make money, to buy materials, to get your mount to travel faster if you're going to be doing gathering as well, and also joining your grand company, which can help you with your retainers, because you'll be needing these things called retainer ventures for your retainers to go out there and get materials for your crafting. Okay, so those are the things that you can get by doing your main story first, which I highly recommend. Alright, now after all that stuff is done, what you would do is go to each crafting guild, talk to the receptionist, say yes, talk to your guild master, and then you will be given a weathered main hand tool, equip it, and then talk to your guild master, and he'll give you experience, shards, materials to start with, and your first piece of gear for your body. Alright, Carpenter and Leatherworker are in Gridania, Weaver, Alchemist, and Goldsmith are in Ul'dah, and Limps and Lamensa has Blacksmith, Armor, and Culinarian. Now, before 5.1, you would have to level up each and every job to get additional abilities that only pertain to that job. Now everyone can get everything. There's no need to level up all of them. It's still important to level up all of them if you want to become self-sufficient, because each crafting class will have certain items that they can only make to help you guys craft items in other classes. So like Goldsmith will eventually need Weaver and Leatherworker in order to make some of their items, and vice versa. So omni-crafting is what we like to call it, is still relevant. It's just that the additional abilities have been taken out, so now that's the only thing that omni-crafters lose. So everybody can get every single ability you see here. Alright, so now we are need to making a circle of leather for our leather worker quest. So we will open our crafting log in the log section of the main menu. Select 1 through 5 and you select leathers. Now the only ability that we have at our disposal is basic synthesis. And basic synthesis increases progress by 100% efficiency and 100% success rate with 0 CP cost. CP is crafter points, and you need these points in order to do these abilities. If you cannot fill your progress bar full before the durability is to 0, the item will break and you will lose all your materials, or there's a chance that you will get them back, which is RNG. Alright, each item will have a durability, which you can see right here in the UI. If you pull down the arrow here, this will have your abilities pop up in the lower section. Also, at the bottom here we have abilities that have 100% efficiency, and specifically it will tell you exactly how many points you will get in your progress, which is you need to make the item, and your quality, which will help you make the item high quality, which will grant you more experience than normal, and also will give you a higher chance of making the item high quality, which is basically what you want to do, because it gives you more experience, and it also will help you make crafting a hell of a lot easier when you do the more difficult recipes. So right now we only have the basic synthesis, so let's go hit once, twice, and the item is made. And now we have level 2. So now we can go ahead and pass this in. You can go ahead and watch the story, or you can skip it, it's up to you. And now we will get the shards, the skins, and the piece of gear. And now I'm level 3. Alright. So, to increase your experience points, if you have stuff like the Helm of Light, the Friendship Circlet, and I think like the Moogle Cap, it'll give you an extra 20% on your experience for up to level 10. Alright, this works for crafters and gatherers. So I got a body piece, and let's go ahead and equip it, which gave me 18 extra craftsmanship. Alright. The stats for craftsmanship are your crafter points, or aka CP, your craftsmanship, which increases progress achieved in a single synthesis ability, and control does the same thing but for touch abilities. So the higher your craftsmanship, the higher points you get for your synthesis abilities. The higher your control, the higher the touch abilities will give you quality. Alright. So basically you do this to each and every crafting class, and then you'll get your next class quest every 5 levels in A Realm Reborn. Alright. Now, in order to craft the items, you need more than just materials. You need these things called shards. Later down the road, you're going to be needing crystals, and then for the end game recipes, you'll be needing clusters. Crystals will come around level 30 with your gatherers, and clusters will come around level 50. And these ones will be in these unspoiled nodes, which comes during certain times of the day in Eorzea time. Shards you can get anytime, because they're level 1 for your gatherers, and these can also be gathered at any time at level 30 with your gatherers. Alright, now, in order to get the materials, there's going to be a vendor right next to the receptionist. I believe they'll give you materials up to level 15. After level 15, the materials for the rest of the recipes, you're going to have to, like I said, buy them off the market board, gather them yourself, or have someone gather the items for you. Either you can have a friend do it if you're in a free company, or you can have a complete stranger give it for you, but most likely they will charge you for it. That's why it's important to become a gatherer as well. This way you guys can gather everything yourself, and having a level 50 battle job can help you get you anything you need in A Realm Reborn. obviously, is going to cost you gil. Another reason why you should do the main story quest, because the main story quest will give you tons of gil through your roulettes, through missions, quests, etc. Alright, so it's very important. Again, you kind of do your main story and get some gil in order to do so. If you do have story skips or job skip potions, you will get elegant pieces, which as you can see here I have 1,000,000 gil already, because both jump potions gave me 50 platinum pieces, which is I think 50,000 or 100,000. I don't really remember, but you can basically, if you get both potions, you can get up to 1,000,000 gil right off the bat. Alright, so you basically want to do is craft at least one of each item in your crafting log to gain some experience. So let's make another leather. I'll make a couple. As you can see, the experience bar is going up a lot. Level 4. To make a couple more. I am now strong enough to do this in one shot. Because you can see at the bottom, I have basic synthesis, which is 100% efficiency, so I'm getting 11 for progress, which means I am about 2 points over what the recipe requires. So it only takes me one move to do this. The higher your level, the less experience points the low level recipes will give you. Alright, this should be leveling me up right here. Alright, so now I am level 5, and as you can see here I have basic touch, and the class quest for Leatherworker is available. So let's go ahead and accept it. And now she needs me to make 3 leather chokers. That's why you want to make a couple leathers. So the choker is going to be at the bottom here, and I need 1 sinew and 1 leather. Again, you can get these sinews from the vendor next to the receptionist. Now with basic touch, we now have a CP cost of 18. And it increases quality. Efficiency and success rate is at 100%. So now this is where you can now increase your quality. Increasing quality will not only make high quality results, which makes the item you're making more stronger when it comes with stats, but also get more experience points. You're not going to be able to get 100% high quality because you're going to run out of steps. But getting it to as much as possible is basically what you want to do. But first, you want to make sure that you'll be able to complete the item before it breaks. So we're going to do at least 3 basic synthesis, which will give us 30. So we just need 1 more to complete the item. And now we're going to do 2 basic touches. And now I'll finish the item. As you can see here, I got more experience points because I started upgrading its quality. And because I was a level 5, making a level 5 item, the experience points were pretty much even. Because if I made a leather, I would get a hell of a lot less because I'm about 4 levels above it. So now I need to make 2 more. Again, 2 basic synthesis. 3. 2 basic touches. And a basic synthesis. Do it one more time. To be quite honest, it doesn't really matter which order you do this in, as long as you make sure that you have at least 1 step left. And there you go. So the lower the quality, the less chance of getting high quality results. The higher, well, you still end up having about a good 50-50 chance of making high quality anyway. In Final Fantasy XIV, if it's not 100%, it's not 100% guaranteed. Even at 98% high quality rate, you still have a chance of getting normal quality because that's just RNG. So now let's pass all these in. I'm only going to do this up to level 10 in this video. You can go ahead and skip it if you like, or you can watch it. Now we have more shards, we have our offhand tool, and now we have the option to choose the headpiece, the legs, the feet, or tin pieces. I honestly would recommend getting the gear, because if you do the main story, you should have enough money, so you don't really need the tin pieces, and the tin pieces only give you 25 gil, and that's not really useful. So for the head, we have control and perception, which is for gathering, the legs, which is control, and the feet is with control. So it doesn't really matter which one you choose, because you're going to be getting at least one of each piece when you do the rest of the crafting classes. So I'm just going to go ahead and take the pants. Alright, so now I am level 7, and at level 7 we get Master's Mend, and Master's Mend restores item durability by 30. So now we can incorporate this into our rotation, which will have a CP cost of 88, and because we only have 2 abilities, or 1 ability at previously, which only uses CP, we'll have a lot left over. Alright, so let's go ahead and equip the pants. Now I have 8 control, which will increase our basic touch ability. Now we're going to go ahead and continue making one of each item. Alright, so the progress for this is 19, so we only can do one basic synthesis before the item is complete. So that gives us about 4 steps to do basic touch to increase the quality. Our quality increases 37 now, since we have 8 control stats. We can do 1 Master's Mend, 1 more basic touch, and now we just need to do 1 basic touch, synthesis, and we'll be done. So there's a good chance that this will high quality, which I hope it does, and it didn't, but that's alright. Okay, now we need an animal sinew. Let's go back here and get more. So like I said, do this for every single one. Let's grab 5 to at least level 10. Also, I made the headpiece, so let's go ahead and you can equip it if you like. The extra control can help you a lot. So I'm going to go ahead and equip it. Because I'm on a Hrothgar, the headpieces don't really show. So I'm going to sacrifice the extra experience just to be able to get more quality. So let's do it again. My quality is now 39 because of the extra control that I got to the headpiece. Master's Mend, basic touch, and basic synthesis. Alright, still didn't make it high quality, but that's alright. Let's make another piece. And finish the craft. Alright, so now let's make... Let's see, what else can I make here? I need more materials, so I'm going to grab a couple of each one. So let's get 5 bronze ingots, some hempen cloth, some yarn, Also grab some rubber. Alright, so now let's continue. Start from the top and go with the shoes. So again, one basic synthesis, basic touch, until then 10 durability, master's mend, another basic touch, and basic synthesis. And we got that high quality, not bad. Now at level 8. Alright, let's continue. Let's make a belt. I forgot to do one more basic touch, but it's alright. Alright, now we can make a belt, which will give us more control. So, another basic synth. Few touches. Alright, so now let's equip my offhand, which I forgot to do. And let's equip my belt. Now my stats are 65 craftsmanship and 35 control thanks to the offhand, which has 26 craftsmanship and 15 control. And my belt gave me 6 extra control. So now let's continue on. Let's make the duckbills of gathering. Now my progress increases by 19 now thanks to the extra stats, and now I get 47 quality every time I use basic touch. So now let's go 1 basic synth. Now we'll do 4 basic touches. Master's mend. 1 more basic touch. Now basic. Level 9. And at level 9 we get hasty touch and rapid synthesis. Hasty touch at level 9 has no CP cost, has the efficiency of 100, but has a 60% success rate, which means we have a 40% chance of it failing. We used to have an ability called Steady Hand, which would increase the success rate, but now that's been removed, so now we have to rely on RNG for this to work. And Rapid Synthesis increases progress, 0 CP, 250 efficiency, with a 50% success rate, so we have a 50% chance of this failing. But most likely this will complete the item in 1 move. Now that we have Hasty Touch, now we can use that extra bit of durability that we have left over at the end of the recipe. So let's make the next item here. So now what we want to do is, again, basic synth. We're going to do the touches, at least 4. Master's Mend, basic touch, and now we're going to do 2 hasty touches. It worked, and do it again, and it failed. And now we finished the craft. And another high quality piece, very nice. Let's make a leather belt. Repeat the process. It worked, very nice. And it failed. It's not bad. And made that high quality as well. Alright, I need another leather. Alright, let's make the shoes. If you're going to be a gatherer, it's very important that you start making level 1 set. It worked, very nice. And it worked, very nice. So I have 89% chance of high quality, which I did. Now we have gear condition, which I'm going to also explain. For those of you that don't know, when you start using your gear, as you can see, you have your condition, which will lower. Once it hits 0, the item will eventually break, which means that the stats you will lose until you end up repairing your gear, which is another reason why you want to level up your crafter so you can repair your own gear. And you're going to be needing these things called the dark matter. You have different levels for the different levels of the items you're trying to repair. Of course, it has repair level in the description at the bottom, and also the materials that you need to repair, which is grade 1 dark matters. So take a very close watch on your condition. It also will tell you when it reaches 10% before it starts to break. Alright, so make sure you keep an eye on that. Alright, so I need a couple more leathers to make the next item, which probably should level me up. Alright, now the challenge log is something else I want to talk about, since it just came up. Once you start doing the main story quest, you'll be able to unlock the challenge log, which gives you extra experience points for when you do certain objectives. In my case, crafting, you have crafting 30 items, crafting 20 high quality items, gathering items comparable to your level as a gatherer, high quality, and also fishing. This becomes very useful when you are leveling up. And you only can do this once a week, once you have everything completed, and it resets every Tuesday. As of right now, daylight saving time is over, so it will reset at 10 AM if you're on the East Coast. Alright, since I am on the East Coast myself. So I need to make one more item to get the crafting up a storm. Alright, so now I got experience points for doing that, which was 993. So I'm now level 10. And now we can do the level 10 class quest. And at level 10, we also get quick synthesis. Basically what it means is that you will be able to make the items continuously without having to do any input. The experience points are less, and if you do not have the recommended stats, which is basically craftsmanship, to make the items, there's a chance that the item will fail. And all you need to do is select quick synthesis, which is next to the synthesis button. You can choose to use all high quality materials if you like, if you have them, and you can choose how many you want to make. They increased the wait time in between items, so this is really quick. So if you're in a rush to make these items, you can go right ahead. If you use high quality materials, the chances of making high quality results will also increase. Alright, so now let's do the level 10 class quest. And we'll also be giving us another main hand tool, and we will get some more crystal shards and some better gear. Doesn't really matter which one you say, the quest will continue. And now we need to make 12 hard leather, which is going to be the next list here, which is 6 to 10. And now we need to make 12, so we need 12 animal hides, which again can be bought from the vendor over here. So it's by 12. Now you can't quick synth anything until you made it the very first time. Make sure I don't have any gear that I need to equip. No, okay. So let's first make the item first. And now we can quick synth the rest. The other thing that they did in 5.1 is increase the experience points gain basically for everything done with crafting and or gathering. Love quests, Grand Company turn-ins, crafting in general, everything has been buffed, even scripts, which will be in Heaven's Ward. Alright, let's pass this in. And now we'll choose between the headpiece, the body piece, or the hands. Because we don't have any hands piece just yet, so I'm going to take that. Going to equip it, which I think went right into my armor chest, which will give us more control. And now let's equip our level 8 main hand tool, which also can make this with blacksmith. And now we have an offhand and a main hand, so now our stats are 74 craftsmanship and 61 control. So now we need to make a feet, and we need to make another headpiece and body piece to match the level that we are. And then we can make accessories, which I think is going to be think about level 6 to 10 with a goldsmith. Alright, so basically that is what you do from level 1 to 10 if you don't want to go to the main story quest to unlock your Grand Company. Now, speaking of Grand Company, let's head over there now and I'll explain the Grand Company turn-ins. Alright guys, so I am at my Grand Company. If you use a story skip potion, you will automatically be defaulted to whatever city state you started in. So I started in Limsa Lominsa, and so I will be a part of the Grand Company in Limsa Lominsa, alright? Becoming a member of the Grand Companies will unlock the provision and supply missions, which is going to be at the top here. Here, they will ask you for very specific items. Anything with a star over it will grant you extra experience. You want to make sure that you pass in high quality because that will give you double the experience. So when you get a star, you basically will be getting triple the experience. Alright, so Leatherworker, I need to make the level 8 monk weapons. Let's see if I can make one. I can. Alright. So I need to hopefully get this high quality. So we're going to do one basic synthesis. And then we're going to do 4 basic touches. Master's Mend. Another basic touch. 2 hasty touches. And now we do basic synthesis. We got high quality, very nice. So I highly would recommend not doing your Grand Company turn-ins until you are able to use Hasty, Master's Mend, and Basic Touch. This way you're not losing the chance of making high quality. And if you don't get high quality, keep trying until you do. So now let's pass this in. Yes, I'm on high quality. So now we get 12,000 experience points because it's starred, and we have high quality, so we get twice that much. So that's 12,000, so I'm going to be hitting level 13 with this. And you also get Grand Company seals. Alright, so basically get up to level 9 and then start doing your grain company turn-ins. Alright, it's very, very important that you make these high quality. It will make everything so much easier. Alright, in the next video I will be talking about crafting from level 10 to about level 15. So I'm not going to talk about anything else past level 10. So make sure you do this with every single crafter class. If you want to specialize in just one crafting class, you are more than happy to do so. It's just going to cost you a hell of a lot more if you don't become an Omni crafter. Alright, I cannot stress that enough. If you want to learn how to unlock the challenge log, I have a video in my channel on how to unlock it. I believe it comes right after doing Sastasha in Limsa Lominsa. It's very important that you unlock that, because it'll help you get extra experience points. Now, the other thing that I highly recommend you do is use food. Food will grant you extra stats and also grant you extra experience points. The food that you're basically going to be using first is the level 4 frumenty, which will give you an extra 10 CP. Very easy to make. You can get all these items from a vendor. Yes, you can get everything from a vendor. As you can see, it's a shop selling price, which means that you can get them from a vendor. Alright guys, so basically that's everything I believe you need to know from level 1 to level 10. If I've forgotten anything, please let me know in the comments section down below. We will talk about lev quests in a future video, because right now, if you're starting out, you won't really have any lev quests to use, so you can't really do anything with them just yet. Alright guys, so that's pretty much going to be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like if you found this useful. Any comments, questions, or concerns, again, please put them in the comment section down below. I'll be more than happy to help you guys out with any questions you might have. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're new for more Final Fantasy XIV content and the continuation of my beginners series. And as a reminder, make sure you hit that notification bell next to my subscribe button, this way you guys never miss an upload. And follow me on all my social media at Zane Lionheart on Twitter and Facebook. So until next time guys, may you forever walk in the glorious light of Lord Bahamut. Take care guys.